Hi, I'm Carl Conrad and I'm an immigration specialist with over 23 years of experience. I founded Australian Immigration Law Services and we provide visa service for those looking to live, work and study in Australia. On this channel, I share information about visas and requirements, give tips on how to apply and keep you up to date with the latest immigration news. And on that note, I would like to thank all of our subscribers who have helped build this channel to up and over 25,000 of you. In just 18 months of operation, that's quite an achievement and it would not be possible without your support. Today, I'm going to talk about the 3 things to know about Australian immigration right now. These are on the Australian ESA boarding restrictions, arrangements for Vaccinated Travel Lane with Singapore, and an important new law to come into effect for partner visas very soon. As Australia begins to open up the possibility of international visitors arriving again in this country, so too have the relaxations on who can gain an exemption permission to enter Australia. Whilst borders were tightly shut, Australian citizens and Australian permanent residents were able to enter. All others, including temporary resident visa holders, needed to gain an exemption to enter. Commencing the 1st of November, it will be easier to gain this exemption for some people. Parents of Australian citizens and Australian permanent residents will be the most significant change in this arrangement. Already there are news reports of parents receiving exemptions to enter Australia. Parents who have a valid visa to enter Australia can simply apply for their travel exemption and then be granted an exemption to come to Australia before their visa expires. Parents will need to provide evidence of their adult citizenship or permanent residency along with the parental relation to them. Examples include birth, adoption, marriage or family status certificates. New South Wales will scrap quarantine requirements from the 1st of November, but you will need to check the relevant quarantine requirements for different states. If you haven't a visa yet, then you'll need to lodge a visitor visa application and then apply for a travel exemption. In the travel exemption request, you will need to quote the reference number of your visa application. Once the travel exemption has been granted, the processing of that visitor visa will begin. More good news on the relaxation of borders with Australia and Singapore in the midst of finalising arrangements on a vaccinated travel lane. Australian residents will be able to travel to Singapore quarantine-free. This is expected to commence from as soon as the 8th of November. To start, it will be easier out of Australia to Singapore, but it is expected that arrangements for quarantine-free travel into Australia will potentially be available to students and business travellers from the 23rd of November. Under the Vaccinated Travel Lane, tourists may look to enter Australia quarantine-free in December. If you're looking to leave Australia on the Vaccinated Travel Lane, you may be subject to quarantine upon returning, unless you're returning to New South Wales, so don't be hasty in booking your flights. However, if you intend to leave for a while or you're very certain you want to fly out of Australia, you might want to get in early as ticket prices will likely increase. This is exciting news as the programs will continue to expand in time and include more countries, and we look forward to Australia's reopening. For those looking to apply for a partner visa, I highly encourage you to get moving soon on your application as soon as you can. New laws are coming into effect on how you apply, and this includes new English requirements. Of the two, the time-sensitive one is the new sponsorship laws. When these come into play, you will not be able to lodge the partner application without getting sponsorship application approved first. At the moment, we don't know how long these sponsorship applications will actually take. From experience with the Immigration Department, they will probably be processed quickly in the start, then after a few months, approvals will take longer and longer to process. Currently, you can lodge your sponsorship application and the partner visa application at the same time, saving you valuable time on the visa process that already takes a very long time. If your partner is in Australia at the time of application, they will be granted a bridging visa which will allow them to remain in Australia until their application is finalised. For applicants who are offshore when they lodge your application, you will be placed in the processing queue from the time you apply. When the sponsorship provisions come into play, it may take months for approval, and then without that approval, your partner's application will not be able to be lodged. If you're thinking about lodging a partner visa application, then now is the time to get ready to lodge them. This has been the top 3 immigration things to know. If you need help getting your exemption into Australia or want to get your partner visa application in now but don't know what to do, our team is ready to help. We are available for consultations over Zoom, Skype and the telephone. You can book an appointment at australiavisa.com, where you can also explore our services and learn more about our consultants. Follow us on Facebook to get all the updates, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. As always, take care out there and I'll see you next time. So bye for now.